guys, I wanted to continue my drugstore favorites series, and I started that a few videos ago with my favorite drugstore eyeliners and eyeshadows, and today we're talking about blush. Of course, because it is my favorite type of makeup product, and these are the ones I'm sharing with you today. I don't have a lot, but these are my must-have drugstore blushes. I have some other drugstore blushes that I like, but these are my must-haves, so I really narrowed this down to only 7 blushes. I talk about Milani baked blushes a lot and how much I love them, and this is the shade Rose d'Oro. This is a beautiful fall and winter blush because I love rose gold this time of year. They're very blendable, and you gotta be careful with some of them. They can be a little bit almost too pigmented, so you just gotta use a light hand. They have 2 matte options that I'm not mentioning today, and the rest of them do have some shimmer in there. And if you're having some trouble with too much shimmer, you gotta get past that top layer. So maybe either scratch that off or just kind of use it for a while, and you will get to this layer where there's not a lot of shimmer and it's just a whole lot of pigment. My other Milani baked blush favorite, and this is now my #1 go-to, is Berry Amore. Berry Amore is so similar to Rose d'Oro, or at least when I first swatched it and tried it. Blushes will really depend on your skin tone, so it's gonna look different on everyone, but on me, it gets pretty warm and it doesn't look berry at all. It warms up because of the bronze that's infused in there. These are baked on terracotta tiles, and there's a mixture of colors in here. So the berry doesn't really stand out for me when I apply it. It comes out pretty warm, but it's still more of a cooler version of a blush than Rose d'Oro, if that makes any sense. And based on whether or not you like cooler tones or warmer tones, that's kind of how you can decide which one is best for you. In the US, they are about $8.50 in the drugstore, and you can also get them on sale because Milani will have a lot of sales at like a CVS, for example, a drugstore, where it's buy one, get one 50% off. And on top of that, CVS has a lot of coupons every week. One of them I am wearing right now, and it is the Physicians Formula Happy Booster Blush. It's a glow and mood boosting blush in the shade Warm. It has hearts all over it, but it's also a great product, and I have it in the shade Pink as well. I think Pink is one of the first ones that I got of the Happy Booster blushes, and I really fell in love with it, and so I started trying out more. And these 2 are my favorites out of the ones that I have. I think I actually have all of them. And this is the perfect pink. It has a little bit of a glow to it. It's a sheen more than glitter. And if you want more of a warmer, peachier tone, then I love the shade Warm. All of these hearts are different shades, so some of them are more of a warmer pink, and when you mix it all together with your brush, it just gives you that beautiful, healthy pink glow. All these blushes also come with these little brushes down here. I don't use these at all, but they are here in case you're wondering, and it does also come with a mirror. These are a little bit more expensive in the drugstore. They're a little bit over $10. I'd say maybe like $11, and it always varies depending on where you are, but it's around that. So I suggest getting them when they're on sale. CVS does have a lot of like 40% off sales with Physicians Formula, and you can also get these at Ulta since they always have their $3.50 off coupons. Of all these blushes, the next 2 will probably be my most recent discovery, and these are the Maybelline Master Highlight blushes. Out of all of these, like the Happy Boosters and the Milani Baked Blush and this as well, it was hard for me to choose the shades that I really, really love and consider my must-haves. Out of the Master Highlight blushes, my favorites are Mauve and Pink Rose. You have some burgundy, plum, some nice golden shimmer in there, and when you mix it all together, it is stunning for this time of year especially. And with the Pink Rose, you can see it a little bit better, but they designed this to make it look like the shades are kind of woven into each other. You get a beautiful pinky glow, and with these you do not need a highlighter. It's that beautiful from within glow that you get from these blushes, and that's my favorite kind of blush. There are bronzer versions of this that I do love. I would never contour with such a shimmery product, but on your cheeks they look beautiful as well. But when it comes to blush, these are my favorites. And there's one more blush I wanted to share with you, and there's only one shade that I'm going to mention. It's the NYX Powder Blush in the shade Pinched. This has a dusty, rosy look to it. It's pretty pigmented, and although there is a little bit of shimmer in there, I would consider this more of a matte finish than the rest of the product. This little guy right here, although it's so tiny, you get a lot of wear out of this. And NYX products are really inexpensive. I think this one's about $5 and it goes a long way. And NYX does say that they're richly pigmented and will last for hours, and there are 24 radiant colors available, and this has been my favorite one so far. And these weren't just my favorite drugstore blushes, these were my must-have drugstore blushes. So I stand by these 100%, and I kept it to my must-haves because if I just talked about all my favorite drugstore blushes, this video would have been so long and I would be talking about way too many blushes. If any of your favorite drugstore blushes are in this video, I'd love to know, so please leave a comment below. And if you have any suggestions or requests for a next drugstore favorites video, I would love to know that as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all again really soon. Bye!